Hi Abhishek, I'm Sakshi from Iamviber and I would like to ask some questions from you. Okay, so firstly, I would like you to introduce yourself to the audience.
Yeah, I'm Dr. Abhishek Tippam. I work as research head at Fourth Phase Water Technologies, which is based in Jainagar, Bangalore. So normally I work in water quality. Earlier I was working as state water quality expert for Karnataka government,
Great.
and I'm also a farmer.
Okay.
Yeah, thank you.
So tell me about your brand.
See, this is a device, okay, which converts any water into a piezoelectric water. That's it. For example, whenever any contaminant enters into a water, the hydrogen bond stretches. Okay, so that has been measured. Most of our fundamental studies are done in Zec University of Life Sciences, Prague, and some of the experiments were conducted in Department of Chemistry, Oxford, UK.
Okay.
That's London. So what we understood that whenever any contaminant enters into a water, the hydrogen bonds they stretch. When it stretches, the water doesn't work optimally in any system, like any biological system, whether it's a human or a bacteria, even as in a plant. Yeah, so we tend to reduce that entropy one, that is a stretching of the hydrogen bonds, and we bring back to its original bond structure. This is a piezoelectric water, not a kangen, not a structured, not a ionizer, anything. We work at the other dimension of water quality, that is in understanding the molecular dynamics of water. Yeah, so all the fundamental studies are being carried out in Europe. So we have two types of devices, one for the domestic for drinking purpose, another one is major, that's in agriculture, where we conduct studies under Rotary University of Agricultural Sciences Bangalore, that is GKVK we call. We're also incubated in United Nations ICRISAT. Yeah, so most of the studies on agriculture, so this is that device,
Okay.
agricultural device, where you get higher yield, say anytime in between 15 to 25%. So the return of investment is done in the one field cycle.
Okay.
Yeah, that's it, and also increase all organic carbon. Yeah.
So how long it has been?
The company,
Yes.
yeah, it's a 4 year old.
4 years.
Yeah, so the first, you can split the first 2.5 years we spend most of the time in getting the data, because in God we trust, in others should bring data.
Right.
Yeah, so if I have the data, I'm confident enough to speak. So the initial, you can say 60% of the time, still we are doing experiments with all the universities. So most of our time, the initial 60% were in creating data. After data, when we got all those results, now we are into completely trying to talk about this with everyone.
Okay, so what is the biggest challenge you have faced while building this brand?
The challenge, I can say, see, okay, let me talk you bit technical in a paradoxical way. When I take the water quality, it has two dimension. One is on the chemical species, that is TDS, alkalinity, acidity. The other one, the physical structure of water, how it behaves. So that one thing which very few or none, I don't know, are working, and we thought that as an opportunity, and we have to complete the water quality cycle. Apart from the pH and TDS, there is also another phase of water, and that's what we call as fourth phase. So the biggest challenge is to penetrate the human psychology, because there is a saying, I'm from Karnataka, there is a saying that Shankarinda Banda Tirtha. It means, when you pour tirtham from a conch shell, that becomes a tirtham, they say, not just from a normal vessel. So we need more people to understand the data and then start propagating it, how water behaves. Water is the most, you can say, highly least understood when it comes to consumption. So that's one, a psychological thing which is still adhering. That's okay. That's good, because people are also asking a lot of questions and everything. Everything will take time. So it all depends of more number of sample sizes. If a sample size exceeds more than 50%, that becomes the favorite truth.
Right.
Right now we have the truth, but it's not favorite probably. The favorite becomes when the number of sample sizes increases.
Yes. Right.
The sample size are the customers.
Right.
Yeah, that's how it is.
So what are your targeted customers?
Everyone, agriculture, domestic. We work with brewery in Zach University. Yeah, we actually, the beer produced from this device has won gold and diamond honors in Zach by one of the brewery called Stepan Brewery. Yeah, it was based exactly as per EBC, European Brewing Convention. Yeah, so they made beer with this device, and due to the sensory analysis, they won. And also, we have a paper on it in Frontiers. So nothing is superficial; everything is reviewed by science. Because we have to speak, we have to create scientific temperament,
Yes.
not only superficial and emotions. We have to take a fact. Probably that fact can become fiction. Fiction
Right.
cannot become fact.
Right.
So we have the facts. We're trying to work with and the things.
Okay, right. So, what is the biggest learning from your journey?
Oh, it has to be the human psychology, nothing else.
Oh,
Yeah, because the more people understand water, it would be easy to penetrate. When people are less understood how the water is, it becomes more difficult. Psychology, human psychology. Nothing stands in front of human psychology anywhere
okay,
across
right.
the globe. Yeah,
So, if you have to describe your brand in one word, so what it would be?
I can say this completes the water.
Oh,
Yeah, this completes the entire water cycle.
okay.
Water quality cycle,
Cycle,
not
right.
water cycle, because that becomes hydrology again.
Yes, right.
Yeah, water
So, it's a
quality
water
cycle.
quality cycle.
We complete the water.
Oh,
Yeah,
okay. Like,
yeah.
if you could go back to your learning phase, to your starting point, and one advice you
Oh,
would
it's not coming up. Can you help me,
like to
bro?
give to yourself only, so what it would be?
To myself,
Yes.
keep
And I'll show
doubting.
you my post. This is my book
Yeah,
as
if I
well.
have
So,
doubt, that provokes me
if
to
you
find
Google toughest
answer.
man in India, I will
If
come
I
up.
just
So I'm
believe
doing a
is
500
blind.
kilometer run in
If I
November.
know, then there's no question of belief. So keep doubting, get the answer, get the data, then speak. So I always keep that at every phase, from day one till now. Keep doubting.
Okay. One
This is
last.
for my personal, not for
Yes, yes,
others, because
yes.
you said personal
Yes,
word.
personal. So, what is the one advice you want to give to the audience that are watching you?
Okay, the one advice is always respect the water. Try to drink a complete water, because water doesn't understand human or plants. It just understands cells, whether it's a human cell or a plant cell. So we developed something where it enhances, better metabolism in the plants first in
Right.
agriculture. So the plants are happy. That's why we are getting higher yield, and we are working with ITC. We are working with ICRISAR, which is a part of United Nations. Getting into that is, without data, it's they
Yes.
won't take us.
Right.
So we have the data. When it comes to drinking, if it's good for the plants, and it helps in better molecular alignment of water, I think everyone should drink it. Now we are also doing studies, by the way, with different universities on hydration. That's also there.
My last question is, how do you do marketing of your brand?
That's a B2B
Okay,
right
B2B.
now, but we also have different plans. D2C also. Yeah, that's a D2C one. Yeah, B2B, D2C, Amazon, and all those. Yeah,
So your product is available on
yeah,
the
it's there.
all over the marketplace, we can
It
say.
is there.
Okay.
Yeah, yeah. We have to just keep on going everywhere now.
Oh, okay.
That's what it
Okay. It
is.
was nice talking to you. Thank you so much for your time.